Not even as a prostitute I was earning money. With a life completely destroyed, without money, with no peace. My name is Sandra. I am a beautician and a businesswoman. I'm 51 years old, and when I got to the UCKG Help Center, I came with a life fully destroyed. I was a prostitute. And when I got here, I was already with my life all tied up. Not even as a prostitute, I was making money. So it was a very hard situation, with a lack of things, not even to have the daily bread. Days that I would have the lunch for the day, but the day after I knew that I wouldn't have any money to eat. The rock bottom to me was to work and not even being able to pay the rent. I was dumped from a rented place, was a court order to put me out. And when I got to the church, I was without the court order to put me out of the apartment I was living. So I had 15 days to be there, and after that I had no idea where I was going. So when I got to the church, I heard about the tithe. And I understood that I had to be a tither, but I had to let it go. The life that I was having, that God didn't want that money. So I abandoned the world of prostitution, took all the prostitution numbers. I told at the lobby that I was not receiving anybody anymore. So I threw myself in. I surrendered for real. I did not just become a tither. I surrendered my life in the altar of God. God gave me an idea. So I was not a manicure at the time, and I saw an announcement at the newspaper of a shop that was in need of a lady to help with shaving and being a manicure. So I went to work there with no experience. I had no idea how to do anything. And God was giving me direction. He was guiding me. And in my building, I started to ask people to wash their clothes, to work as a maid, to iron clothes, and always being faithful with a very little. I don't even remember how much, but it was a very small value, something like 2 euros. And I was being faithful to God with a little, and God was giving me directions, giving me ideas, and I did a course of beautician. And I started to work with aesthetics of female body. God gave me this idea to undertake, to have my own business. And I became a beautician, very successful, where the clients come to me even without divulgation. And the tithe was growing, and me being faithful to God. And when I heard that word, that when we are faithful, tithers, God is with us. And I believe that God is with me and I am with Him. God made my company, my business to grow in a way that this year I opened another clinic, another one in the same city that I work. I went outside Brazil. I made 2 trips to Europe. I lived in Paris. I worked there. I put a clinic in Paris. And in that moment, everything that I did, it's the tithe, it's the pact that I did with the word. At the time, with everything that it's happening with the pandemic, it's the pact with the word. In the last year, my company has grown like never did before. It's unbelievable. Today, I am a strong woman. I'm not afraid of the pandemic. I'm not afraid of crisis. I'm not afraid of the situation because through the pact that I did with the tithe, today I have a life with structure. I am a strong person. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a woman that I want to conquer. I became a giant, a strong woman, a determined woman, a woman with attitude. And the most important is the Holy Spirit. That's the biggest richness that I received through the pact that I did with God, the covenant that I did with God. The baptism with the Holy Spirit is the joy, is the peace. The peace that when I go to sleep, it's in peace. When I wake up, it's with peace. We have fights, yes, but I'm always in peace. All the struggles I can overcome because God is the one that fights my battles. In all fights, I overcome. And whatever will come, I am ready to overcome because today I am a different woman, a strong woman. I have the Holy Spirit. God lives inside of me. God dominates my life. I tell my clients that my mind that I have today, I don't trade for nothing in the world.